Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video. And I was going to separate into two videos, but maybe I'll just put it as the one big video called Gifts and Unpackaging. I did get a couple gifts from people because it's my birthday coming up on May 25th. Yes, I was born on the same day Return of the Jedi came out, May 25th, 1983. So I'm a Return of the Jedi baby. And some people went to my Amazon wish list and bought me a handful of things, which was very nice of them. First off, this is something I bought for myself. The Tunnel, a Blu-ray from Umbrella Entertainment, which has a new 2-hour documentary on it. I'm a fan of this film. It's a mix of found footage, but also documentary with interviews, and I think it's fairly well done and what it needed to be. That was a nice welcome surprise. So glad I have this in the collection. I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again because Andrew was very nice to get this for me from my wish list. Critical Condition with Richard Pryor. Sadly, someone had let me know that Michael Apted, the director, passed away. Of course, Richard Pryor's passed away. Bob Saget has passed away. So it's not like you get much for features, but it is a Paramount release. And nice to see this finally get a release. It'd be nice if other Paramount films like Summer Rental with John Candy did a release, but I enjoy this film. Yes, you just see it's dealing a bit to the effects of the ailment Richard Pryor was having later in his life. But he's a con artist, he's in a hospital during a power outage and a big old storm, and he's pretending to be a doctor. I like this setup of the film. It has a good supporting cast. Ruben Blades, who was in Predator 2. Like I said, Bob Saget. Randall Tetchkov from Uncommon Valor, among other actors. And I still thought Richard Pryor was rather funny in this. So it might not be one of his best films, but I still quite enjoy this. So thank you, Andrew, for that. This one was a gift from my friend Mike, OCP Communications, which was very kind of him to do. Another thing that was from my Amazon wish list. Trekkies, the 25th anniversary Blu-ray. Sadly, they did not release Trekkies 2 for some reason. They only released the first one. You'd think it would be... just release both of them at the same time. Or just put them as a 2-pack. But so the first Trekkies is on Blu-ray, but not the second one. This does have a 20-minute interview with the director, as well as Denise Crosby, who hosts it and is a producer. And, I mean, the picture quality, the kind of documentary it is not going to be much of an upgrade, but I had like a stretched up DVD. That's why I wanted Trekkies 2, because I wanted an upgrade of that as well. But it's nice to have this. It is a documentary on Star Trek fans. Yes, granted, they go for more of the, quote, over-the-top, wearing the outfits, and getting much more hardcore into, quote, the fanboyism of it all. But it makes for a more interesting, fun documentary. It's still good-natured. The people in here seem like nice, good people. And, I mean, if Star Trek's about tolerance, you got practice a bit of tolerance there. Plus, you do get interviews with people like Leonard Nimoy, DeForest Kelly, Nichelle, Walter Koenig, Brent Spiner, James Doohan, Scotty from Star Trek. So you do get a lot of familiar faces of those. Like I said, Denise Crosby, who would later be in the 1989 film Pet Sematary, among others. She had been in Star Trek The Next Generation in a few episodes. She hosts it. I found it rather entertaining, and I do wish there was more features other than this 20-minute interview. I mean, a commentary at least. Or, I think what would have been cool is to find the people involved in the interviews, see what's going on in their lives since then. Because this came out in 1998. So it would have been interesting to see like where the dentist's office, with all the Star Trek stuff, is that still in business? Is it not in business? Did they retire? Gabriel, I think he actually went into the business. And he does come back for Trekkies 2. Would have been nice to have a new interview with him and like some of these other folks, but sadly that wasn't the case. That's why I'm kind of surprised they even did this in the first place, because it doesn't. This from Shell Factory. Shell Factory there. But it just did feel like they put a lot of effort into this, especially with bonus feature wise. But I'm glad to have this. I hope they put the second one out, but if this didn't do well, they probably won't. That's why you should just put it both out at the same time, but what do I know? And then this other is from Manuel. I'm not sure if he wants me to say his last name. So, as it says here, Manuel. Thank you so much for this, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you see this, and the others see this video. Because YouTube doesn't notify people, even if you click the bell. But this is a book I had on my Amazon wishlist because I'm a sucker for these books. Now, this is not a hardcore, intricate book. I kind of knew that going in because it was only $10. But I'm sure, yes, I know this is stuff you can look up online, but I like having something real in my hand. And it's a little encyclopedia going through the Jaguar games. So they'll have the picture of the game, the cover, some screenshots, and what the game's about. It's a guide. And I like look into this stuff of these short-lived video game systems, because it's a piece of history that gets lost because, number one, if you try to get this in the actual games, it'll cost you a fortune. And I guess you'd say emulate it, but I'm not best at emulating stuff. It's one of those, I mean, yeah, it's then for a coffee table book, but you just go in and you flip through it and you look through it. Like I said, it was like $10. More than likely someone just copy pasted and put it out there, and it's, I don't know, 50 some pages. But I'm still glad to have this. That's why I have it on my wish list. And it'd be nice to just look through and read and look at the pictures. As shells as seems, just to look through the pictures and stuff of a system I never owned, and you know, read up on a little piece of history on these games that, since I never played the Jaguar, I wouldn't know a single thing about. I know about this one because a good guy, Silver Wings 21, he beat this game AVP for Jaguar. This one here. Sadly, it's not reviews. I think that would have been nice if these were reviews. But again, like I said, obviously it's a very cheap thing, but I'm still glad to have it. As long as you know what you're getting yourself into. So thank you for the gift. I really appreciate it. This will be a lot of fun to flip through and look through. In fact, I'm going to put it over here so I could do that later. And last but not least, Luis sent me a package. I did open up the outside so that I did not give out his address. I have not looked in it yet. But whatever is in here, all I can say is thank you so much to the people. Andrew, my friend Michael OCP, Manuel, and Luis for the gifts. It's really kind of you. And if you see this, I will be trying to do a live stream Thursday, May 25th at about 7 p.m. Central Time. Maybe invite some friends if they're not busy. We'll see what happens. And just sit back and have fun. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll try to do that this Thursday, 7 p.m. Central on my YouTube channel. And I'm getting kind of caught up with requests for this month. So I only have a couple left. I have a commentary on the Lost Boys to do. Sometime to do a live stream with Fabio and Mike on for Frame by Frame. And then about like 2 or so others, and pretty caught up for the month, so there you go. But we'll see how this is. So first off, we have Ah, this is pretty cool. Ah, of course. Nice. A Punisher t-shirt. I'm a fat ass, so I doubt I will fit into this. But this is just cool to have. I mean, come on. How is that not cool to have? Fuck it. I'll still wear it in the house. Is this a cool shirt? I mean, come on. It's a Punisher skull shirt. It definitely will be worn, even with my fat ass. Thank you so much for that. It's a note, but I don't know if he wants me to read it now or later. I'll read it at the end. So, next up we have... Oh, wow, that's really cool. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. In the inside, he actually put some nice detail. Rambo Raft for Life. Wow, that's really nice. That's a cool detail, man. Thank you. I think he mentioned someone helped him with that. So, tell her I say thank you as well. Thank you, Louise. And, yeah, this here is really cool. Wow. The 1990 Ninja Turtle Raphael. Look at that, man. That is absolutely cool. We got the size, and it really does look like the character, like in the 1990 movie. And obviously, if you take him out, he's going to look like this. But that is absolutely cool. Oh, look at that picture. That is absolutely neat, man. These have to be pretty damn expensive, I would think. Only at GameStop. Interesting. It says only at GameStop. And it's NECA. So that is really cool, man. Thank you so much. Very generous gift. Thank you, man. And then one... Is it one more? No, it's a few movies, actually. A movie... These are Severin films. So, these are new, too. Cop Game, which I never even heard of. Cop Game. Oh, Bruno Mattei, of course. Bruno Mattei. Should have known. Yeah, I've never heard of this movie. Cop Game. And another one I haven't heard of, Born to Fight. Another Bruno Mattei, whatever, Bruno film, Born to Fight. Born to Fight. Looks like Crocodile Dundee. Actually, no, it looks like Bayou Billy. The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Born to Fight. Shot in the Philippines, exploiting a classic. Is this the same guy stars? Yeah, it's two movies starring a guy named Brent Huff. Brent Huff, two Bruno Mattei films from Severin. Which, by the way, I heard through the grapevine that apparently later, maybe later in the year, there'll be an announcement that apparently Severin Films are going to be doing some Bruceploitation movies. And maybe a Bruceploitation box set, which I guess actually makes sense with Severin, so I definitely look forward to those. These are brand new, and yeah, I've never even heard of these movies. I know of Bruno Mattei. Didn't he do Strike Commando? Actually, I think I got that over there. He did. I've seen a few of his films. They're not always the best, but definitely give these a look sometime. Oh wow, that's really cool. You know what? I was actually thinking of getting this someday. But thanks to you, now I can take it off the wish list. Creature from Black Lake. And yet these are brand new. I don't know what the... Wow. They're not cheap. I remember it was years ago I did like a little Bigfoot marathon. And this is like one of the decent films I found. Like in watching, I should say. And I'll be curious to see what this looks like cleaned up and picture quality. 4K restoration from original 35mm. Has a commentary from historians. Dean Cundy was a cinematographer. Dean Cundy worked with John Carpenter and worked on Back to the Future films. He was a director of photography on John Carpenter's The Thing, among others. Trailer, radio spots. A wonderfully old-fashioned monster movie like they used to make. Chills, chuckles, and a couple of good streams. Yeah, I know it stars one of the... I think one of the guys that would later be in Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses, and... Yeah, like I said, I remember liking this film. Actually being one of the better Bigfoot movies, so I'm curious to give that a watch again. What is this? Part man, part cigarette, all Australian, Lieutenant Jangles. Okay, this is not Severin, this is ETR. So, this is like a crime is a disease, beat the condom. So obviously this is some parody. Most crime-ridden city of Australia in the 80s. Only one man keeps the scales of justice even. Cowboy detective Lieutenant Jangles. After his partner is killed in a blazing shootout, Jangles goes on an explosive, blood-soaked mission to avenge his death. Makes him the enemy of a mysterious new crime boss who's been secretly taking over Brisbane City. One thing's made clear, this town is big enough for the both of them. Judging by the pictures in the back, this seems like a brand new movie. 2022. This is an older film they found and they put it in 2022. 2012 concept trailer, 2018 official trailer. I have no idea what the hell this is. It seems like, I mean, I haven't seen the film, but there's a film I actually did like. I keep forgetting what it's called. It was a film, there was a parody. I know Ken, a good guy on here, he mentioned to me, and I reviewed it. It was a film I actually liked. It's only on VHS, sadly, where this guy, it's like a action film, but it's a parody, because the guy is like a dirty, hairy type, but then he wants to open like a cookie factory or cookie outfit or something. Tracks with like a couple X's, tracks or something like that. Why can't that get a Blu-ray? I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen this, so maybe it's funny. Just part... Obviously, this is the RoboCop cover, they're ripping off. You know, with this thing here, and step out of the car, it's try to take a RoboCop. And I mean, crime is a disease. It said beat the cure, beat the condom. It's like, okay, these are like really bad puns, but I'll give the film a look sometime. See how it goes. And I think that's it. Just want to make sure. Okay, it's just oh, actually, wait a minute. There's something in here. There's something in here. I believe. Sticker on. I mean, there's a tape on it. I'll be careful. Oh, there's tape on the side too. Well, damn. You know, he got me a certificate of being an official member of the cult of Cornette. James E. Cornette, that is. We pledge allegiance to the leader of the mighty cult of Cornette and to the pro wrestling for which he stands. No blow-up dolls, dit spots, or dance routines with blood sellouts and shoot angels for all. This certifies that Matt Roller is an official member of the cult of Cornette, Jim Cornette. And I believe that is Jim Cornette's signature, because he does mail these out. So that means technically this is Jim Cornette's autograph. So I have Jim Cornette's autograph. That is absolutely cool. I'm a fan of Jim Cornette. I don't agree with him a lot of political stuff, but I love his passion for wrestling. Because in a weird way, it's almost like I'm the Jim Cornette of movies. Like the way he looks at wrestling, the way I look at movies. I see a lot of myself in Jim Cornette, not just because, you know, we got glasses, we have like a grumpy attitude, but we think of the old days and how it was much better. We look at the new stuff and question a lot of ideas, and people say we're hard to please, and we could praise this and we could praise that, but yet we're told we hate everything. And I listen to his podcast a lot, especially the YouTube channel. I find it endlessly entertaining. There's many times where I'm doing stuff and I just pop in like a playlist. I just listen to some random clips of him and his co-host Brian arguing about food or some of that nature. So this is actually really cool. So wow, man, thank you. We got some movies. Lieutenant Jingles, Cop Game, Born to Fight, and Creature from Black Lake. We got a really cool autograph. Awesome Raphael figure. And a note. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? A damn Punisher t-shirt. Come on now, man. That's awesome on itself. Hey man, hope you're doing well, and I hope the package got to you safely. You're probably not familiar with everything in this package, but at the very least I hope you're able to have fun with them. There are a couple of Italian action movies, a hidden gem of a Bigfoot movie. I agree, I do like that movie. And Action Perry, oh, that's like Kung Fury. So that's what it's like. It's like Kung Fury. I'll let you be the judge of it. A Punisher shirt, a Nectar Raphael action figure, and your official certified into the Cold Cornette signed by Jim himself. Thank you for the content, the laughs, and everything in between. Happy birthday, Matt. Luis, also known as BusinessOfFear. He's commented a few times on my videos. He's been in some of the live streams in the chat. Thank you so much, man. I put this over here because I keep these in a pile because these letters mean a lot to me. They really do. I'm not saying that just, I hope I get more gifts. Give me some free shit. Here's my Amazon wish list. Buy me more free shit, please. But seriously, please, people, buy me more free stuff, please. It's, I mean, going back to the beginning, I mean, from Andrew taking his time and energy and money, finance to send me this from my wish list. And my friend Mike OCP, who's been a dear friend throughout the years, paying his hard-earned money for me to have this. For Manuel to pay his hard-earned money for this book that I can now flip through and enjoy, and it'll be an easy read. And fun to look at when I'm editing stuff and getting stuff done. And then you look at Business of Fear, and it's like I did a Jim Cornette autograph. I did movies, including one that I was wanting to get for a while. And then on top of that, this awesome ass a t-shirt and this. That's pretty damn cool, man. That's pretty damn cool. So, in all intents and purposes, it's hard to complain about stuff. And let's see, put that right there. So I got the blob, and then a bit of. I mean, when I do reviews, yeah, this gets blocked with a poster. But when I do live streams, at least that will be there. And I still have this here, which was a great gift. A very generous gift from someone, and this is another generous gift from someone. I keep these nearby, and others too, that you can't see because it's hard to fit it all in here. I don't take that lightly. Again, this isn't a speech where it's like, oh, I'm going to give the speech. I hope you'd send me more. I do hope you send me more, but anybody. But since I'm not blind to the fact that, with the way times are nowadays, people are taking their time, their energy, the money to send me paid requests. That's why I try to get them out as soon as I can, and that's why I try to put like 2-3 out a day so people are not waiting. And always chip back each day on the channel, because again, YouTube doesn't notify stuff, and I try to upload each day because people are taking their money and stuff that they worked hard for. The least I could do is try to be as fast as I can with it. And then like these gifts, like Manuel and Andrew and OCP didn't have to send me anything. I mean, Business of Fear, Luis, and he mentioned another person, but I don't want to. Maybe they want to keep that secret who the other person is, because it's the internet. But I did ask him, what name would you prefer, and he said, it could be Luis or Business of Fear, don't matter. So I was able to ask him first on Facebook. But I mean, a shirt and an autograph and this and this, I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. This is pretty damn cool. Look at that. You know what? I'm not selling this. I'm not selling it. So I'm actually going to take it out of the box, and I'm going to look at it. Oh my god, you can't sell it anymore. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to sell it fucking anyway. Except his feet are caught in the damn... There you go. Get your feet out, man. Get your feet out. There you go. Let's see. I don't even know how you get some of the... I don't know if you could get in that pose. I guess you can. Because they'd have it in the thing. Okay, so he has other hands. He has another bandana. And then his size. see. Come on. Get that damn thing in there. There we go. Well, at least it'll be secure. Yeah, come on. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Let's put it over there. There we go. Oh, how badass is that? How badass is that? Let's see. Trying to see. Look at the detail of this. I think they even got his scar in the cheek, which was in the movie, I think. But the light in this room isn't the best. But the face looks really good. The lights feel a bit wobbly. That's not BusinessOfFear's fault. I'm just talking about the NECA. Like, they feel kind of wobbly. Like, to kind of do this. So it's... But, I guess... Maybe it's to make it more flexible, so you can put them in different poses. That's probably why. Because you can actually stand them up. I think, yeah. Because you can't see it, but you can actually stand up straight. So actually that's... Yeah, you can't see it, but... Yeah. Like, you can't see it, but he's actually standing up. So that actually works out for the best. So that is absolutely cool, man. And I definitely will keep the box. And actually, I'll put them in here for safekeeping. I'll have the other stuff as well, of course. But there we go. Ready to fight, as you should. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has sent in gifts. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Again, I'm going to upload this, and I have a handful of requests left, and be caught up. And if anyone wants to send any type of requests, feel free to send them either directly to my PayPal, which is the best bet, or join my Patreon. Both links down below in the info box. And how I'll say, if anyone wants to send me anything else, I got Amazon wishlist as well on the channel, on the YouTube page. Or if you just have a kind word, thank you for the years. Because I don't deserve it, but for some reason I'm still around and still hanging in there, as we all are. So, thank you so much for that. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.